So I get a call today from my wife while I'm wrapping up work saying that the Jeep has died, side of the road. No explanation, no reason. I mean, it's pretty modified, so she assumed I just messed something up. Tell her to bring it home. Have it towed home. I'll be there soon. We'll take care of it. So she gets it towed. She talks to a tow truck driver, then she talks to an acquaintance at a shop. Oh, it must be the alternator, must be the battery. So it's a 2020, $54,000 sticker price. Better not be the alternator, which I have heard of happening. So that's why I'm making this video, because Jeep dealers are not amazing. Like for instance, I get my Mobil 1 full synthetic 6 quarts, an oil filter at Walmart. Do it myself. I don't know, 60 bucks. They want 200, etc., etc. So I just tell her to bring it home. I'll take care of it. Relatively new Jeep, 35,000 miles. Even though I modified it, so that scares her. And then plus Jeep is a problem, warranties, etc., etc. So I don't care. So I just say, leave it in the driveway. I'm gonna look at it. So I'm gonna tell you the most simple thing in the world. So the alternator doesn't work, which is correct. I hook up my multimeter, voltometer, whatever you call it. Well, actually, let me start again. So it gets dropped off. It's in the driveway when I get home. It is dead. Won't start. So I plug it in. I'll show you some stuff. So I plug it into my old school diehard. It has 3 options for charge rate, some battery type options, display mode options. This thing's lasted me 20 years, 15 years, small, carried around. It's awesome. So I put a charger on the Jeep. So, all right, so theoretically, it is the alternator because while it's running, it's showing that the voltage is going down. I think it was, whatever it was going down gradually, 1/10 of an increment, which proves the alternator is not working. All right, well, I don't believe it because whatever, it is what it is. I'll have to upgrade at some point, not a big deal. And I did a lot of modifications. I could have screwed it up, lifted it 6 inches, some rims, did it all in my driveway. So the point of this video is though, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna stand on something and show you. So this power block, I don't know, I think it lists $600 just for the part. Battery, I don't know, 300. Alternator installed 1,000. Just, we're talking crazy numbers. This is why you learn how to do your own work whenever possible. So I take my multimeter, $40 Kawitz, whatever it's called. I just got this just to try it out. It's actually pretty good. It's relatively close to more expensive ones. Easy, nice, easy readout. So just in case you don't know, it's hard to do with one hand. I'm just doing this impromptu real quick because I want to save people. Because I'm making this video. If you brought this to many mechanics, they'd be sending you $2,000 invoices for nothing. So, for instance, see, put that on negative, which is, so this is DC. Put on negative, sorry for the rough. And see these little tabs on the fuse box. So this is a 2020 Jeep Wrangler JL, by the way. You put them on the little silver tabs, and you go back. Oh, it's 0. Well, it's off, which means it's an ignition fuse. This will come alive when it's necessary, when the ignition's on. Go to another one. This is reading, 11.94. That means that it's on right now. Could be security, could be whatever. But that means that it's live. Okay? So you look at the fuse box diagram, which I'll show you real quick. It's hard to read. I'm in the driveway in the sunlight. A lot of options, blah, blah. So the important thing is, so if you're worried about fuses for anything, your cigarette lighter goes out, your USB charger goes out, anything goes out. So you buy one of these, or there's even other ones for $20, $10. Just hook it to ground and hit the pin so you don't have to pull them out with tweezers. But it's hard to see. So anyways, I was looking at this. So the top 8 circles are listed under high current fuses. Right there. Sorry, I'm in the sun. Long story short. So, relatively speaking, just verbally, we're looking at $2,000 of verbal estimates without even inspecting it, without me letting them inspect it, because that's what they want to charge, or that's what they were thinking, that's what they were going to start with instead of doing what I did and troubleshoot with the $40 voltometer, multimeter. Long story short, alternator not charging, and then electricity issues coming up on the dashboard, then the Jeep dies. See these? This under here, this piece of metal, which you can see because there's nothing on top of it, this metal. So that's a fuse block, it turns out, or it seems to be. They sell the part. So this looks like it's just a inline fuse for all these components, aftermarket stuff. I'm guessing it's probably Rubicon related, aftermarket. Long story short, this one standing from the right side, looking in, this one, which I've never touched, never fiddled with, nothing, was loose. I mean, granted, it could have come from the 6-inch lift or bouncing around or off-roading a little bit or whatever. But it was loose. Never touched it. And I'm the only person who's ever worked on this Jeep, so I know that it's never been touched. Tighten it, start the Jeep. Lo and behold, the alternator is working again. So for, I don't know, a couple $1,000, I could have just put it on my Amex, not paid attention, just told my wife to drop it off at the dealer. A couple $1,000 later, maybe I'd have a new alternator. Wouldn't do me any good. Nothing would have done me any good. But when you take your time and just research stuff, and you're willing to do work yourself, if you have the time or the patience and take your time, I mean, the worst thing that happens is you try it yourself and you have it towed to a dealer, or you have it towed to your local mechanic. But theoretically, worst case scenario, they could have give me a $3,000 bill, change the alternator, it didn't fix anything, then change the power block, which would have changed something because the fuse that I just pointed to, or that bolt and nut, is part of a $600 power block if you buy it. So theoretically, it would have fixed it when they just put it all back together. But who knows what the labor would have been on that. So, I don't know, 30 minutes of troubleshooting and a $40 multimeter saved me a couple grand, which I'm guessing. So the reason I'm saying this video is just try stuff like this before you go and drop your Jeep off thinking that you have a blown alternator after 40,000 miles, like a lot of people have reposted. And I can't believe it. Like, I would try, if mine actually dies, I will have a video of me trying to fix it somehow. And I don't even know how they work, more than the basic idea of them. But yeah, I hope this helps. I mean, definitely check it out. You can go to Harbor Freight for $10 and buy a multimeter, and it'll do the same thing. You just want DC, which is what cars run on, compared to AC, which houses run on. So good luck. Sorry about the rough video, but I'm just going to post it just to help people, because you just need to look for little things, try to save money, learn it, do it yourself. Good luck. Talk to you soon.